What's going on? Post-game reaction to the Los Angeles Lakers falling to the Houston Rockets, 115-124. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know we up in this thing. Caught the entire game. And we're going to also, obviously, spend some time talking about the physical action that happened at the end of the game. James Harden pretty much closed it out because Chris Paul got ejected. He was, on the hot streak. Capella was 19 points, 12 rebounds. Chris Paul was having a fabulous game, almost flirted with a triple-double. Might have got it if he stayed in, 28, 10, and 7. James Harden closed it out with 36, 5, and 7. Eric Gordon didn't give you much. Nobody else really gave you much. Gerald Green gave you 13, but other than that, Carmelo, we'll talk about him. He's just terrible, bro. 7 and 11, 7 points, 11 rebounds. LeBron didn't really have a game that most people thought he was going to have tonight. 24, 5, and 6. JaVale McGee had another excellent game with only 20 minutes. They got to give him more minutes. 16, 2, and 5 for him in 20 minutes. That's excellent. Rondo started with a triple-double before he got throughout too. 13, 10, and 7. Ingram, another subpar game. I know people talking about Ingram was going to be LeBron's sidekick. I really know he wasn't going to grow into that role that quick. It seems that he's not even developing that fast. He's played one more year longer than Ben Simmons, and it's just like night and day between the former 1 and 2 pick. Josh Harden had a game I thought he was going to have. Lonzo was 14, 4, and 6. He played a little bit more than I thought he would be. Other than that, pretty much nothing from everybody else. Kuzma, 11, 3, and 3. And there was a game of runs. It was close. And I think it was close for the simple fact that the energy in the building, it felt like an NBA Finals Game 7. It did, just feeling it through the screen and just, getting the vibes. And the Lakers played good enough, but eventually, that you needed LeBron to step up in the fourth quarter. You needed somebody else to step up with LeBron in the fourth quarter. He didn't get that. They need Brandon Ingram to be that guy. Now it's not looking foolish. It's not looking that stupid right now, even though it's early, to trade Brandon Ingram and try to acquire Jimmy Butler, try to acquire Kawhi Leonard. It don't seem that foolish now because, Brandon Ingram is not stepping up. He's not a consistent guy. He's not going to just, grow because LeBron get put on the team. He's not going to have that potential. He's going to develop at his own pace. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Kuzma, a lot of they rookies, man, it's going to be an adjustment period. LeBron, in a way, it's going to be a growing period, but he kind of probably stunted their growth. But I think the team is going to be better because LeBron here. When they get to learn LeBron, when they get to gel a little bit, then you'll see better results, okay? But the problem is that gelling with LeBron, these guys are gelling with LeBron, which is not an easy test. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of expectations for the team. And then they got to continue to develop on top of that. So, that's just something to look at, man. I think LeBron is a fill-out for him, too, to be real. He filling them out. They filling him out. They dealing with the expectations. So, yeah, to be honest, it's a filling out period for everybody. I wouldn't panic. They 0-2. They lost one in Portland and one on the road. I believe Portland beat San Antonio tonight. So, Portland is starting off really, really strong. So, still the same concerns I had before. About the three-point shooting, about them gelling. I think McGee need more minutes, but let's talk about Houston. It's the same thing with Houston, man. I surprised LeBron only had 24 points. He got to be more aggressive. I understand he don't want to step on nobody's toes, but Houston legitimately has nobody that can guard LeBron. He had a couple bully drives to the hole that they couldn't hold him on. Seriously, but PJ Tucker, nobody on there, Carmelo, nobody should be able to guard him. But Houston, I said it before, man, and I know it's early. People going to say it's an overreaction. Get rid of Carmelo Anthony, man. Just rid yourself of him. He don't fit in the team. He's a guy that needs to be off the dribble, in the rhythm type shooter. He can't catch and shoot. In a minute, he's not going to be able to run up the court. He's not the super athlete. He's not dominating in post. If you're not going to run plays for him in the post or pick and pop or pick and roll on a consistent basis, if Carmelo Anthony don't see the ball go in the hole early and often, he don't get his right shots, he's not an effective player. Carmelo Anthony is going to be in the same boat as Iverson, Stephon Marbury. Selfish scorers, selfish players that's going to end up overseas, and eventually, if he float, he float. If he sink, his career is over. I think his career is over in the NBA. I know they're probably going to wait some more games, but I just think he's just a non-fit for that team. You know, most people say, oh, you know, Westbrook was ball hog and he didn't get his shots. Well, he getting the shots in the floor of this offense and they not falling. So I know it's early, but I'm just telling you, they might as well rid themselves of this cancer Carmelo Anthony right now. And I like Melo. I wish that the Pistons would have drafted him back in the day. Okay. Other than that, it was James Harden, Clint Capella, and Chris Paul. It was their show. Clint Capella did excellent on the boards, excellent in the paint. It's no one. I don't understand why is McGee only playing 20 minutes and Clint Capella is playing 34 minutes. And that's one of the issues I had with the Lakers as well. Luke Walton was not a competent coach, in my opinion. He was more incompetent than competent on that scale. Eric Gordon gave the Houston nothing. It seems like they made a mistake keeping Eric Gordon and not keeping Lewis Williams. He been shaky, but last playoff series versus the Warriors, he played defense and he balled out. So, you know, I think he eventually get it together, man. Houston got to find somebody off the bench that can give them something because Marcus Carter-Williams, Gerald Green gave him a little bit of something. They got to get Brandon Knight healthy. He can give you something. I mean, and they got to find somebody else to give you something off the bench, man. And hopefully they find that. But they dominated tonight, man, still down the stretch. James Harden closed them out. Brandon Ingram was trying to D up James Harden. He ended up getting thrown out. He was their best defender. You know, LeBron wasn't going to try, you know, James Harden. He don't play no defense at this point in his career. So, you know, good win for the Rockets. 124-115. It's going to be costly. I expect, Chris Paul to be suspended, Brandon Ingram to be suspended, and Rajon Rondo. Let's talk about the incident before we get off because I know a lot of people be mad if I didn't talk about that. And what happened was it appeared that, you know, people were tired of James Harden, when Brandon Ingram tried to James Harden, getting those little touchy fouls and getting and-ones. Well, it wasn't an and-one. He got a little touchy foul going to the basket with his total horse shit. He do be posturing. He do be faking. So the referee had waved a bucket off, and then James Harden was complaining. He was walking by Ingram. Ingram was just tired of the BS. He's frustrated as a young player. He pushed James Harden, and James Harden, you know, somehow got out the way. And then you turn and look. Then they split him up, and then you look up. You know, Chris Paul is claiming that Rajon Rondo spit on him, and he put his finger in his face. If somebody spit on me, I'm not putting a finger in his face. I'm just going ahead and give him the five finger slap to the face. And then punch him in his face after I slap him, which is the most disrespectful gesture you can do in that situation. Chris Paul put his finger in his face, damn near dug up Rajon Rondo's nose. Rondo was like, okay, swung on him, connected with a left hand. Then Chris Paul, I believe, connected with a right hand. And then Brandon Ingram came in and threw a punch over the pile of players, and then they split them up. Everybody was rightfully ejected. I think Brandon Ingram's going to face like a 3-game suspension. I think Chris Paul can see a 3-game suspension. I can see Rajon Rondo getting a 3-game suspension. They might give Brandon Ingram 5, you know, for instigating. So that's something to look at. It was wild. It was crazy. It was unnecessary. Brandon Ingram was frustrated. And it's frustrating to get James Harden getting these touch 3-point fouls and getting these touch basket fouls. Those don't even be fouls. Those be James Harden posturing and faking. I feel him on that, but you can't push the man. You can't, you know, you was the instigator of it all. You can't do that. You know, it's total horseshit that he get those touch fouls. I understand you're frustrated, but you know what? You want to see that you want to see something like that from Brandon Ingram. Ingram just look like a guy that just don't have a want, just don't have a will, don't have a drive. And see that he got some type of energy, he care about winning. He has some type of tenacity in his body. I think that's a positive thing taken away. That Brandon Ingram ain't no punk, no matter if he look like Oodle Noodle Man or Where's Waldo or not. It showed that he got some heart. He ain't no punk. And I'm happy to see the fire burn in Brandon Ingram because if he can get up every night and get that fire and that killer in him like Kevin Durant got, it's going to be over with. And nobody's going to be able to stop him or guard him in the league like Kevin Durant. But, yeah, it was a really entertaining game. You know, shout out to the Lakers for trying hard. Shout out to the Rockets for winning. And shout out for Chris Paul for losing me fantasy and getting ejected, bro. You lost me a couple dollars on FanDuel, man, but you know it is what it is. As a player, he's the player's president of the Raps or whatever, the player rep of the union. That's a bad look. You can't be doing. I understand. Carl Pierce said, you know, Rondo and Chris Paul don't like each other, and that's probably because they're similar minded. But much blessed to everybody that caught us today, that watched the review. Talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links in the description. If you want to make a donation. That PayPal is in the description as well. We're going to talk NBA. We got an NBA playlist, NFL playlist. So go ahead and check out our different playlists. Check out our social media. We're getting ready to turn it in. Rockets win. Lakers got to get a win real soon. We gone.